It's 1995. I'm in the back of my mum's Austin Maestro. Remember them? My mum's driving, my nan sat next to her, and we're off on holiday. Most likely about 4 o'clock in the morning, knowing my mum. Memories are the most cherished things we have, I think. And it's been 30 years, almost to the day really, since I last came to this place. This time Emma's with me, and Daisy. So the last time I came here, I was 7, maybe 8 years old. It was 30 years ago. I haven't been back since. So it'll be interesting to see, has it changed? Is it the same? Or are the memories all that remain? See, rhymes that. I'm a poet now, Emma.
And you didn't even know it.
So if you're wondering where we are and where this mysterious place from 30 years ago is, we're in Mablethorpe, which is on the east coast. I don't actually know where it is.
Trying to look forward to summer, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, trying to get in the summer vibe, the summer
vibe.
the summer mood. Not very
I can
easy.
smell fish and chips already.
I can, and donuts.
Ooh,
there you go,
oh,
look, donuts. It literally says it right there, Emma.
Oh.
And we've only just got here.
Get in. Got a little old-fashioned indoor market there.
Oh yeah. That looks good, doesn't it? Straight away, look, spotted donuts. Let's get some donuts.
I love these old-fashioned seaside towns though. They've just got that proper old vibe how it used to be. I absolutely love it.
Are we good to go? Yeah. Donuts. Says it right there, look. Come on, Daisy.
I can't get up there we go. What?
Oh,
I'm not going anywhere, I'm just standing here. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
What's the matter with you?
I'm not leaving.
What's the matter with you, Daisy?
Thinks I'm going into a shop.
She's not happy, is she?
I'm not leaving. I'm here, I'm not leaving anywhere. Lovely, thank you very much, thank you.
Emma's just said my mum will love this bum bag here, look this. Look at that.
I've got them with pink butterflies on as well.
The shell shop, I seem to remember this being here last time I came, way back when. Not sure if it
crystals,
is.
and I wonder if that's where your interest in crystals started.
Might be, yeah.
And I know you're all looking at me saying, Emma, why are you eating donuts when you've got really bad sore tooth? But I'm eating them on opposite sides, so it's all right.
How are they? Are they good?
I just have to eat them a little bit because I can't eat
Your
them
nickname
outside.
needs to be Donut, you know. You eat that many of them. No wonder you've got sore teeth. The amount of donuts you eat. Everywhere you go, you get donuts.
Brush your teeth afterwards.
So a few stories in the back of my mind. We used to stay in like a bed and breakfast, like a guest house. And the lady that owned it was called Margaret, and because I was so little, it was polite back then to call everybody of a certain age auntie or uncle. So I used to call her Auntie Margaret because we came that much. And I'm trying to remember in my head where it was. I remember there being a lake. There's like a lake here because I had a dog. We had a dog called Jet at the time, and she jumped in the lake. And I were a good swimmer back then, and I jumped in after her to try and rescue her. She was perfectly fine, but drenched all afternoon. I've got a really good memory, and in all honesty, I don't really remember much. Nothing's kind of coming back to me. Other
That's
than,
really strange for you.
yeah, it is really strange. So
Reese really remembers things from being like right back to being like 2 years old. I've never known anybody like it. He can remember every detail of everything he's ever done.
I've got one of those. I've got one of those like photographic memories,
this looks good.
and I can remember every detail. Sometimes that's annoying, but I'm not remembering anything. Now, if this were here, my nan would have come in here definitely. Nice, isn't it?
I love these sort of shops.
Yeah, I do. You find loads of little gems in here. What you found?
Look at that. It's an old camping stove.
Oh, that's cool.
You'd have
isn't it?
fastened that to the gas supply, and then it heats this up like a fire.
Well, that's really cool.
Not sure I'll save it.
No, won't have it in van. Have you been here before, Emma?
Years and years ago, definitely, but I don't remember anything about it at all. You know, I'm opposite to you, though. I've got big chunks of my life that are just not in my memory at all. So
Yeah.
I know I've been, but and I know I brought my kids when they were little as well, but no memory of it at all.
I expected memories to come flooding back to me as soon as I kind of set foot in this place, because as I say, we used to come every single year to Auntie Margaret's without fail, and I can't remember anything. It's really odd. So it's either changed that much that it's unrecognisable, or I don't know, it don't make any sense. I'm wondering if I'm not in the right bit to remember it. But it's quite a small place. It's quite
not
an old.
massive, is it?
No, it's quite an old-fashioned seaside town. So it's not how I remember. The images that I've got in my head are not really how I remember it at all, which is strange, isn't it? Why didn't you get a bucket and a spade?
Very rarely got one. I think we had one, like sometimes we'd have one, but most of the time, you just dig with your hands, wouldn't you? And like make your own thing. Didn't have all rakes and buckets and moulds and all that sort of stuff. I know occasionally I did have them, but then you'd lose them or whatever, wouldn't you? But I definitely used to dig with my hands a lot.
Poor child. That's a shame, isn't it, that?
Me and my brother used to make we didn't just make sandcastles, like we were too good for that. So we used to make like boats and stuff, and we used to like mould out your hands like a boat into the sand so you could, and it had 2 seats, so we'd each take a seat and pretend to row on beach and stuff like that. We always took it that one step further. About for you?
Nothing at all. This second-hand shop my nan had gone in. It might not have been called that back then, but... You know what?
You're trying to get the memories to come flooding.
I think that's where I get my love for charity shops and second-hand shops. My nan loved them. She was always in and out of them, and when we came on holiday, I'd just kind of tag along and go in and out of them with her. So, yeah, she'll have definitely been in this one. But again, just really, really weird. I just have no memory at all. Like, I can remember what it's like in my head, but this just looks completely different to anything I remember in my head. And my mum would tell you, like, that's just not me at all. I remember every single detail of everything that's ever happened. It's quite strange, usually, but I don't remember anything. It don't feel like it's changed much. Like, a lot of the shops and stuff look like they've been there forever. So it's just strange that I'm not remembering it at all.
I've got sugar all over my microphone. I was just talking to a gentleman then in the charity shop, and he was saying you won't recognise it, because I was explaining to him that you kind of been looking round, you know, for like, you haven't been here for 30 years and you're looking for what you might recognise. And he was saying you won't hardly recognise anything, because he said the old sports centre's been knocked down and rebuilt, and part of like a new regeneration project. And then what used to be like a big old chalet holiday park area is now Big Little. And then they've given him a Tesco's as well. So there's, I think a lot of it will have gone, what you remember.
Yeah, I remember going to the swimming baths because I had really bad hay fever. It's coming back to me now. I had really bad hay fever, and my mum bought me these sunglasses. And when they had like a, you could flip them up, these sunglasses, and then they were pretend glasses. Don't know why I had them, but I loved them, and I was really upset. But yeah, I had bad hay fever, so I'd got these sunglasses, and I was insistent on those being the ones that I'd got. But I remember that swimming baths, because I made a friend there, like you do when you come on holiday. I'd met a friend at that swimming bath, so it's a shame that they've knocked that down.
But it's all part of like a new regeneration thing, so they've built a brand new one, but it's further forwards than where it used to be.
Right, okay.
So everything's sort of getting moved around, really. He was saying, though, that they do like these big motorbike races on the beach and stuff. And there's a famous fella, I can't remember who he called him, Guy somebody or other, it'll come back to me, that's also a bike racer that comes down and joins in quite often as well, and it goes on from like morning till sort of late afternoon, free event, and they just motorbike race up and down the beach, from what I can gather.
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't remember anything, just the memories that remain in my imagination. Stories that I could tell you of holidays that we've had here. I made my first cup of tea here for my nan and my mum. Out of it, I had a little pretend kids set cup of tea, and I remember my mum like. I don't even think it was boiling water.
Cold water.
Yeah, cold water. And I remember it's clear as a bell in my head in the guest room, in the bedroom in the hotel. My mum and my nan sat there like, oh yeah, oh this is lovely. my nan always called me Angel. And she used to say, I remember saying like, oh this is lovely, Angel, and it must have been absolutely revolting. It must have been awful, but bless them both, they pushed through it and drank it. Now, Mablethorpe Beach. Do I remember this? Do you remember this? It's years since you've been as well, isn't it?
Do you know what I'm remembering? I've been here more recently than when I was a kid. It's coming back to me. It's when the man mentioned about motorbikes. I think I came on this beachfront and there was a person dressed up as a giant dinosaur. Dino the dinosaur. And
What
the kids,
name?
I know, and the kids absolutely loved it. And they were talking and getting pictures with the dinosaur. And I can remember having like a pair of denim shorts on and a bandana. And I was sat with all the bikers and we were all having a laugh. And I'm sure that was this area here. I'm sure it was. I got to know loads of people who were having a really big laugh and stuff. I must have been quite young if I were wearing like little denim shorts and a bandana. But I think I was probably in my 20s, I think. And yeah, I can remember it. It's coming back to me now. It's coming back to me. Oh, really nice to meet you. Best bit about travelling is meeting people on road.
I just met some lovely people there. Really nice. They've advised us to have a wander up here because apparently there's like a little cafe or something that's nice up here.
It's so the best bit about being on road is just meeting people
you just
and
bump
you
into
get
people.
chatting and it's just so nice. It's just lovely.
This is a nice beach actually, isn't it? This is gorgeous.
And when this will be open in the summer, because obviously, you know, holiday season, all this will be open, won't it? You'll have all the arcade games and stuff and rides.
You can imagine on a summer's day, like, how nice this would be, you know, when the sun's out and it's nice and warm and everybody's sat on the beach and looking out to the sea. It's lovely, isn't it? And you've still got all the kind of old lights there, look. The old Seaside lights.
Yeah.
It's got a really old-fashioned seaside feel still on it.
I'll tell you what though,
I'm chuffed with that actually.
Beautiful beach. Honestly, look how nice that beach is. The sand is just, I mean, it's obviously getting, you know, they're obviously going over it out there and raking it daily. But you know, there's plenty of other places you go where beaches do not look like this. That's really, really nice. Oh, look at Daisy. She wants to go on the sand.
You want to come on then?
Her.
Let's get you on the sand.
Yeah, you want to go and look at her little face. You want to go on the sand for a walk? Come on then. You love the sand, don't you? There you go.
Do you want me to walk here? Come on then. Good girl. Oh, where are we? She absolutely loves sand, bless her. Where are we, Daisy? Are you on the beach? You're not allowed on the actual beach, look. Oh, you are actually allowed on the beach. Because it's January. It's not actually now, we've just rolled into February, I think, haven't we?
Do you know why I think she don't mind the beach?
Why?
I think
Soft
it's
on her feet?
Yeah, because the softness of the sand will be less pressure on her neck when she's walking.
Yeah.
And on her back, on her spine.
Come on then. Come on, this way. Good girl.
You do, and then she said, oh, there's a lovely little bar up there, you want to go up there? So we'd come up then. Oh, it's lovely.
It's nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's cosy as well.
Trees are dancing while the spring's still here. They don't make haste because they know what's coming. We try to wash away our broken years, but it's so hard in the cold summer.
Thanks a lot. So yeah, the people in there were just saying the same thing, that kind of there used to be loads of stuff here that I'd probably remember. That's all gone. They're saying a lot of it's gone now, haven't they?
Yeah, they were saying there was kind of like a big mound up here, and then when you went over that, there was an area of the town that's now just not there anymore. So I think there's a lot here that
Yeah.
you're not recognising it for a reason.
He was just saying, he said, there's no way you'll recognise it after 30 years, you just won't, which I guess that answers the question, doesn't it? Like, the memories are that all that remain, you know, and sometimes I think that's nice, isn't it? Like, I'm not disappointed coming back here, like, it's not like oh, what a shame, like, the beach is beautiful, like, really, really beautiful, open, sweeping beach.
Well, when you come back then, it's almost like a new experience, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is,
Sometimes
yeah.
if you go back and something looks exactly the same as it was,
These
you
must
lose
be,
that memory.
These must be original, do you think?
What, those?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, yeah, I'd imagine so. It's been done up though, won't this instead?
Yeah, but oh, I've got a vague flashback of hiring one of these chalets. Remember these old Seaside British beach chalets?
No, I never had one of them. We never
didn't
got
you?
them, no. You must have been rich.
No, we definitely weren't rich. Definitely far from it. Don't you just love like walking down a beach like this, early evening, sort of late afternoon, and the seagulls are like screeching away in the background? It's lovely. So we've just come down this corner here randomly, and I think very, very strangely this is the guest house that we used to stay in. I'm pretty sure it is. I remember the old gravel drive. I remember turning left into here, and then the guy coming out, he had 2 greyhounds, and we parked right here. Look, parking for Admiralty House. I'm sure that's the guest house.
This could have been a guest house. I don't think it is now, but it could have been.
I'm sure
It's big
that
enough to have been.
As soon as I saw it then, I said to Emma, I were up there and I said to Emma, I just want to check out this, because all of a sudden it felt really, really familiar. And I think that were it.
Isn't that funny how we've just come down?
Yeah, we just randomly turned left.
Just came down this kind of little set of stairs and,
I am
you know, off the beachfront.
99.9% sure that's it, you know.
Maybe if you have a look on this next street, see if anything looks familiar on here. It's funny with memories though, we're just kind of thinking it's sometimes when you come back to where you've been and it looks exactly the same. And Reese does this a lot. We'll go somewhere, he'll say, oh, I love it here, and I definitely love to come back here. And then we'll go back and obviously it looks exactly the same because it's maybe only a couple of years on or whatever. And it's never the same again when you go back, because it's those memories and those people you're with. You're not with those people again at that point, and so it's never the same. Whereas this has been quite nice because it has completely changed, so it's creating new memories, isn't it, you know?
Yeah.
But to find the old little area is quite nice. What about, does that ring a bell down there? It looks like that's been there a long time. Church, or is it a school? Or
We came down these steps here and then I just said, oh, this looks really familiar. Like, you've got all these kind of houses here, typical kind of seaside, but that one in particular, I'm 99.9%. I'm sure my mum will leave it in the comments whether that's right, because that would be really, really weird and really interesting if that is, to just stumble across it like that would be quite strange. No, I see none of this. I think that's it, because none of this is ringing a bell at all. It must be that. I mean, it's, you know, the chances of coming across it like that are really slim, aren't they? That's really weird. See, all these obviously want to change, but nothing's ringing a bell. But
do
that
none of these
definitely
look
did.
familiar? Because there's some strange shaped buildings. You'd think you'd remember that from being. There's some unusual shapes, isn't there?
I'm sure it's that, just because it's so it's so vivid in my mind that I'm 99. Mum, leave it in the comments, let everybody know if I've got that right.
I'm not sure everybody else will be as interested as
They'll be fascinated, Emma. It's an interesting subject. They're all at the edge of the seats going, oh, Reese's mum, is it like, do you know what I mean? It's going to be, everybody's going to be on tenterhooks. They are absolute tenterhooks.
I'm not sure.
I'd be surprised if that's not on the news. Like, when this vlog goes out, there's something wrong, isn't there? Reese finds guest house, front news at paper. It's the thing, innit? We're like sharing memories like this. Like, you lot have probably sat there bored, stupid, going, Reese, we're not interested, don't care. Not bothered if you went to Mablethorpe 30 years ago.
This is what you get though. This is what we were saying in our live the other night. Because we don't do clickbait titles and all that type of stuff. You're just literally following our life. So if you don't like it,
Go watch something else. Go watch
but
something
then
else.
again, I always say to Reese, like I've seen people go on YouTube and they film themselves going to Lidl.
I know, and
they
people
literally
love
do
that.
the shopping and people watch
can't,
it.
They can't get enough of
I
people
can't
going to
bear
Lidl.
shopping myself, let alone I'm going and watching
Absolutely
somebody
love
else
it.
shopping.
They absolutely love it. All to do with Lidl.
Do you know
love
what I
Lidl.
think it is? I think it's everyday life, innit, guys? That's what it is. It's
Yeah,
because
normal
we're
life.
surrounded by like kind of, you know, all this modern technology and all this kind of artificial stuff that's coming out and everything else, that I think to just have a little bit of normal everyday life and going to an old-fashioned seaside where you used to remember digging in the sand as a kid on the beach and, you know, running up and down sand and trying to get sand off your feet when you put your socks on and being in agony. And it's all that kind of stuff, innit? It's like just the simple things of getting some candy floss or some donuts, and it just takes you back to when life was a simpler time, I think. And I think that's what it is. We're all kind of searching for that little bit of normality that we remember, that we're hanging on to.
Before out robots
with his
get here.
fingertips.
That's the beauty about these lovely little seaside old-fashioned towns, is
No time's passed in
yeah,
a lot
no
of
time
things, hasn't
passes
it?
in these places. Technology hasn't found it yet. And that's what's lovely about it, isn't it? Do you do this though? Do you kind of reminisce and, you know, your memories important to you? Because I know you're the same as me. Like, we cherish memories. Memories are everything. Like,
And it's not always it's not always just like your main stuff where it's like your family or people that you've lost now or whatever. It can be people that we've just meeting that mum and that daughter on the beach earlier on. You know, those encounters I treasure as much as I do anything else, you know, because you never know what little conversations you're going to have. Reese calls it like the butterfly effect. The little conversations that you're going to have that might affect the next thing that you do in your life or affect the next thing they do in their life. So I always think memories and just encounters and all that, it's what we're here for, isn't it? It's what it's all about.
I'm really glad I came back though, and I will be so interested to see if that is a guest house, because that'll be properly weird, like eerily weird, if that was it. Just to kind of stumble across it, and the memory just came flooding into my head. So we're back in Romany now. We're just going to get warm because Emma's got a thing with her fingers again, that rare noise disease. So we're going to get warm. We're going to go find a park up. I'm not kind of sure what the park ups are like around here, if there's anywhere we can park up. We've noticed quite a few car parks and things with height barriers on, so maybe they're quite strict with it, I don't know. So we're going to try and check out, see if there's a local park up, and yeah, we need to nip and get Daisy some food from Tesco's because we've just run out, so we're going to do that and then find this park up and settle down for the evening. So I found the lake that I mentioned earlier, where the dog that we had at the time, Jet, she jumped in this lake and I jumped in after her. But I remember walking down here many a time with my mum. My mum will be sat watching this now going, oh yeah, I remember that. Proper nostalgia, this. Vaguely remember this bridge, there's a bridge up here. But me and my mum used to come and walk the dog on here on a night many a time. So this looks exactly as it did back in the 30 years ago, back in 1995, which is really cool. I'm in proper nostalgic moments now. I love that though. I love kind of memories. I'm obsessed with the 90s. I love kind of those childhood memories and, you know, times long ago. Usually it comes kind of at Christmas time, and I remember Christmases and what have you. But no, this is really cool. I'm gonna just walk over this bridge. I'm gonna get lost here. Emma's back in Romany, just getting Daisy some dinner and getting the kettle on. I said, oh, let me just go and have a walk around this lake. She's freezing, bless her, so she ain't come with me. She's getting nice and warm in the back of Romany, but I just wanted to check out this lake. I've got a light shining in my eyes and it's causing me to not be able to see where I'm walking. I want to end up in this lake, aren't I? I just want to see what I can remember. I want to see if we can get to these houses over here, and then I'll show you where we parked up for the night, because where we parked up is absolutely ridiculous, it really is, and I'll explain why in a second. We've got company. Are you going to bite me? I once got chased by some geese. They chased me and my mum had to lift me up on a wall. Good evening. Rocky likes me, look. Hello. Yeah, I'm not going to remember. I remember one of the guest houses, because we actually stayed in 2 guest houses, and one of them were over this way, I think. But I know for a fact that my mum's going to be screaming at the TV, going, "It's that way, it's that way." Yeah, I'm just trying to let the memories come back to me, but I can't. It's really difficult. Not sure if they used to have like little boats. Remember them little rowing boats you used to get at the Seaside? I think they've still got them up in Scarborough, aren't they? Up at the P-Zone Park, end of Scarborough. What everyone could do is drop in the comments kind of their memories and stuff of times long ago. Just drop your favourite memory, something you remember. Whether it be Seaside or a holiday or something, because I love hearing other people's memories. Like, is that something you do? Do you like have proper nostalgic moments of memories and revisiting places? And you might have a favourite place, you know. This place was always special to me, my mum and my nan. I'm not even sure why. I think it was my nan that used to pick it, really. Like, she just enjoyed it here, she loved it here. And yeah, but do you have a favourite place that you love to explore, you love to come back with? I've been left on my own again, haven't I? If you saw the live on Friday, there were a bit of drama because Emma had to shoot off and deal with kind of a family emergency phone call. Everything's fine, by the way. And I was left holding the fort, not really knowing what to say to the camera. I'm alright when it's just me and Emma, but when it's just me, I struggle to know what to say and stuff. It's weird. Well, it's happened again, hasn't it? She keeps abandoning me where it's just me and camera. I think she's trying to train me to be a better vlogger. Go this way and then I'll show you where we've parked to Romany, because it's absolutely ridiculous, is this. So I'll show you if you can see. So this is a car park that's completely empty, and Romany's parked just there on the roadside with a couple of other camper vans, because they don't allow overnight parking in this car park. So everybody's parked there on the road where there's no signs. Now, I know, you know, like, you've got to follow the rules and stuff, which we always do. But I just feel like this town would really, really benefit from, you know, especially in the winter season. They can't earn that much, surely, like the businesses and stuff in the winter season. If you said a £5 for this car park or whatever, you know, 6-7 vans only, or make some kind of rule on it to keep it under control. Do you know what I mean? That's loads of people then kind of flooding the town, eating out, spending in the shops. And surely the councils kind of could do with, you know, doing stuff like that. If you had like 3 car parks, I can understand not having like 30 vans in one car park, I get that. But if you had like 6 vans in each car park, there's a lot of money built up there for the town, and people are eating out and having coffees and things like that, like we do when we visit places. And so instead of we would have happily paid a £5 here for a night, but instead we're parking for free on the roadside, so it don't make any sense, does it? You know, let me know your thoughts on that. Does that make sense, or do you think people would, you know, towns would benefit from kind of having van lifers, camper vans parked up so that it's bringing a bit of income into the town, you know, make sure there's bins and things like that maybe. But it just seems like a no-brainer to me, like it's turning down money that the towns could be getting. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Right, let's get back to Emma.